Hi guys! Another quick update about what's going on aboard the boat, and also my first ever mail segment. Today is such a beautiful day outside. I'm sort of torn between going outside and playing with my new camera or staying in and shooting this video. The thing is, I really want to keep these update videos as regular as I possibly can. And the next weekend I'll be attending the DOCA Winter Rally. So I probably won't have time to do an update video next weekend. So we better get on with this one. I've been having some issues with moisture under the cushions in the V-berth where I sleep. I've been sort of experimenting with different ways of getting a better air circulation under the cushions to see if I could eliminate this problem. There is definitely still an issue. Now, I know one of the other liveaboard guys here in the marina uses a sort of plastic coated blanket in between two layers of his bed aboard his boat to eliminate this problem completely. And that got me thinking about the kinds of sheet you'd use if you had a kid wetting the bed. Now, one of the terms in Danish for such a sheet is directly translated rubber sheet. I did a Google search for the term in Danish, and I discovered two things. Firstly, there are some very alarming sexual tendencies that I'll spare you the oh so graphical nature of. Luckily, I also learned that IKEA sells those kind of sheets, and this is one of them. Oh, and by the way, I just love this little illustration of a glass of juice or some other liquid tipping over in bed. We all know that's a very serious problem, which has happened exactly 0 times during my last 33 years on this planet, but yeah. Hey, I guess it's easier selling this than a sheet with a picture of a guy peeing in the bed, so it's probably a good thing, right? Anyway, I'll be experimenting with this sheet during the next month or so, and you should look for an update about how that's going during the end of my second liveaboard test. Obelix and I have moved to dock number 1. Every winter the liveaboards here in Skive sort of congregate on dock number 1. Hey, hi Nicole. Come on. Come on. Hey, come on. And that is the dock that's closest to the facilities, including the toilets, and that is very convenient. You certainly want to minimize the risk of frostbite while making your way to the toilet on some freezing night around 3 AM. Oh, my dog. Now, I had one concern about moving Obelix closer to the other liveaboards, and that's the fact that this guy still barks a little whenever I leave the boat. Now, he barks for around 30 seconds or so, and after a minute or two he calms right down and goes back to sleep. It was exactly like this when I was first teaching him to be alone at home at my house. I'm sure we'll get there, and I don't want to upset my wonderful neighbors, so until then I've told them to come see me if they notice Jürgel barking. The worst thing that can happen is that I'll need to move back to dock number 3. And I'm sure by the time that all of the other boats go back in the water here in the marina, we'll have this issue under control. Henrik, that helped me move Obelix over here to dock number 1, has just gotten a cat. And yesterday we tried introducing Jürgel and his cat to each other. Well, they spent the entire time looking at each other from a safe distance, but it's a great start, and I'm sure they'll become good friends eventually. I've said it before, but all of the people I've met here in Skive seem super friendly, and it is awesome having such amazing neighbors, and really, I'm so glad I moved Obelix here to Skive. I am still trying to figure out what to do about the fridge aboard the boat. I had sort of decided to order one of those compressor kits to convert the icebox into a fridge. But then Nico from Tam Sailing posted a link to a sort of a drawer fridge. Now he thinks he can fit one of those into his ballot, so that got me thinking, and well, now I'm back to square number 1, so but hey, I'm in no hurry, and sure it would be nice to have a fridge aboard the boat during my second liveaboard test, but I would much rather hold off and be sure that the decision that I do make is one that I'm gonna be pleased with in the long run. You guys have probably noticed that I wear a hat in most of my videos, and that's not because I'm cold. That's simply because my hair is out of control. Well, that is to say, my hair was out of control. I've given myself a haircut. And now, I know it doesn't look as nice as if it was a real haircut done by a professional, but this is so much easier and a lot cheaper. And hey, besides, seeing as 95% of you guys are men, you probably don't give a flying hoot how I look, so that's good. And that brings us to the first ever male segment on my little channel, which I think is very exciting. I've just got my first ever gift from a viewer, and it's an amazing gift also. Remember in my last video where I mentioned I wanted to get a speed controller for my Hella Loud Hella fan? Oh yeah, by the way, bring back those Hella jokes, those were funny. Anyway, Ole wrote me saying that he had built some pulse with modulating light dampeners for his boat, and he had one to spare if I wanted it. So this should be it. Now I know only about 6% of you guys speak any Danish, but I've thrown a link to Ole's blog in the description anyway, because there's a video of him constructing these light dampeners, and I think that kind of thing is just so cool, and I'd love to have all of the nerdy technical gear that Ole shows in the video aboard my boat, but well, then there wouldn't be any room for me left aboard the boat. But thank you so much, Ole. I can't wait to hook this up, and I'll do it as soon as I'm done shooting this video. Oh, and I know some of you guys might go, oh, you just showed your real address on the internet and the world is gonna crash and burn. But really, I think all of you guys know my full name, and I am the only one in the world with that name, so if you wanted to find my address, I don't think it would be too difficult. So I'm going to stop this video right here. I want to go outside to take advantage of the nice weather to play with my new camera. Things have been really busy here lately, so it's just been sitting in its box looking all sad and abandoned. So I'll take the camera and Jökull for a walk. That's it for this time, guys. As always, feel free to leave a comment, and if you've enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. See you! Hi guys! And the next weekend I'll be to sort of try and eliminate this, I've tried introducing Jökull and his cat to Jökull and his cat to each other, yeah. And this is one of them, and yeah. Oh, it's upside down.